Hello, Capricorn. How you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading, going from the 20th to the 26th of May. Yes, I have done a monthly reading for the season of Gemini. I don't know if you've seen that. Really, really beautiful reading for you. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was 3 aces in the deal for you, and there's a lot of influences about something new that's coming up in your life. So, or finally getting the rewards or something. You'll see it. It'll be linked at the end of this reading anyway. Yeah, because it was combining the elements and the elements and qualities of Gemini and how they appear in the Astroflower and how they appear in the Astroflower of your good sign as well, or our good sign, because I'm a Capricorn as well. So, I understand it's not easy being the best sign. If all the other signs could hear me saying that, they'll be going mad, wouldn't they? I know some of you will be watching. I'm only jesting with you. Of course, we're not the best. Anyway, let's get on with your reading, shall we? Overall energies here, karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence in the universe, influence in past self, future self, and general outcome. Okay, let's just get on here and see what's going on for you. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies. It's like a fountain of stars. It's overflowing. Your cup is overflowing. You're going off on a mission, are you? The overall energy, the general energy here is either. I don't think someone's coming in as a shining knight in shining armor for you. I think what you're doing is you're going on a mission to be um, to sort of show that you can do it, sort of thing. That you have the creation of stars within you, and it's going off on this mission to do something, and it could be on your relationship side as much as on your financial side. Whatever it is, you're doing something to almost prove it to yourself, but prove it to the world around you. It's that staying, that persistency that you have about going off on a mission. And the general energy around you is it's almost gonna tease you on like a carrot, in front of a donkey in a way. That's probably not a good image, really. But you know what I mean? It's like a vacuum that's pulling you forward. The energy is just you can't even escape this mission. Let's just see what's going on in the karmic message on your relationship side. There's a lot of love there, but it's almost as if like you're not inviting it in. Yeah, there's a certain degree of barriers, I think, here, and you've got to be a lot more sort of. I think you're choosing a direction here that's not easy to choose. It's not an easy path to follow, but at the same time, it's because you're choosing that path, it's almost like protection in a way that it's you're protecting yourself, and I don't think you should here. I think, yeah, you've got to make this choice, obviously, in regards to a relationship around you. And yeah, it may be difficult and it may be hard, but you've got to make it. There's no running away from it. As I say, this mission here, there's no getting away from it. How's the universe influencing you? This is where the love's coming in. The Ace of Pentacles, getting a lot of luck in regards to relationships, and there seems to be it's like they're offering this seed for you to understand that it's okay to be in love, or okay to be, in a relationship, or okay to be connected with other people, doing activities with people and stuff like that. I think this is where it's allowing you to grow a seed of consistency within your life. Let's just see what's going on your past to your future. Your past is pouring into this this Knight of Swords, this mission, I think, yeah, you've learned a lot. Look at this. This decision here is because you've understood a lot. You're making a decision on your karmic path. And I think it has to go with going after that mission. You've learned a lot through this, and the universe is recognizing that and giving you that seed of luck within relationships. But you've been learning as well about your passions, how you sit with the world around you, how you sit with the relationships around you. Let's just see what's going on with your future self. This is very intricate. It's a bit like lace in a way. You're creating a very delicate, beautiful, but delicate future. Ace of Pentacles. That's what comes in from the universe. I think the delicacy is like Arachne, the Greek god. She, I think it was Athena, Arachne was supposed to be the best weaver in the, and Athena was also a really good weaver. And so she challenged Arachne to a weaving competition. This is what I'm sort of, and basically, because Arachne did the most beautiful embroidery or sort of lace, as it were, and weaving, like in her web, Athena threw her into the sky, and that's what made the connections with the stars. Her web made the connections with the stars. And I got a funny feeling you're doing this. This is a real sort of like spiritual awakening in a very physical sense in regards to your relationships. And that's where it's taking you to. Very lucky, very fortunate, a beautiful connection on a very physical sense with another person or with a group of people, it could be an activity, a club or something like that. But it's something that, it's something to do with a choice, a difficult choice you need to make. What's the general outcome of this? Freedom, setting yourself free. Yeah, I think as I said, I think there's the sort of boundaries in a way that you've put up, and that's what comes out of that. I think, yeah, they're healthy boundaries, but at the same time, it's like if you protect yourself to an extent, you'll find that you are the one inside a cage. And I don't think you want that. And I think this is where your curiosity and you're curious in exploring the boundaries without taking too massive risks will help you out. But there's a definite, you've got to choose to go and do it in regards to your relationships and involve your passions within your relationships. The moment you do, that's when the offering of the Ace of Pentacles comes in. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. It's really warm, really hot. It's like you're on fire in a good way. It's like, it's a really passionate, engaged career, business or project you're going on. Yeah, look at that, really hot. King of Wands. You're really owning it on the financial side. I think you're really owning it, and I think this is what your mission going on. I think you're going on a mission to prove something, not just to the outside world, but I think to yourself as well. That, yeah, I can do it, man. I can do it. Let's have a look, see what's going on the connection to the universe. You've got to use, and the universe is bringing things up to the surface that you've had in the past to help you to remember your strengths. The Empress card goes very, very well. This card here, you have an enormous amount of protection on your karmic path. You're destined to do something here. And it's combining a lot of different aspects of life. And I think this is where the universe is almost, it's like emptying the attic. And you're kind of going, oh, I remember that. Yeah, I did that when I was younger. Oh, yeah, and I did that. Oh, and I knew this person there. And all of a sudden you start realizing, okay, I've got a lot going for me. That sort of thing. And that means I can create this. Wow, yeah, brilliant. That's the sort of thing that's coming to the surface. What's going on in the past? There it is. I think your achievements of the past is going to be the abundance of your future. Look at this. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of this. It's just pages all over the place. You've learned a lot. You've learned about your spirit, how to really home in your spirit so you can really be laser focused on things, about converting ideas into physical reality. And I think this is what's going on here. You're starting to convert an idea that you've had for some time into reality. And as I say, I think you're proving it to yourself, but you're proving it to the world as well. And I think this is this whole beautiful thing of connecting your past, of your ideas in the past to your future. It's really nice. Let's just see what's going on in the future self. Excuse me. It's like a orb, like an orb with a crown on it, and it's like it's an idea that is going to give you your crowning glory. Five of Swords. This is about you taking a direction. It's you sort of. I think you're choosing not to fight for what you believe in, but actually live it. If you understand what I mean. So you don't have to, when you don't have to prove it to other people. You know, you don't. This is. I think this is what this mission's all about, and I think this is what you're learning about. The most powerful thing that you have within you is your conviction that this is the right thing, and you don't have to prove it to everybody else. It's just your persistence comes in your conviction, and I think this is what comes out the front of it. At the end of this week here, this is when you really start implementing it and taking a direction, and it will put pay to any critics around you. You know, what's the general outcome of this week? You're putting your heart's desires out there in life. Emperor. You go from that on your karmic path to that as an outcome, a complete and utter control over your destiny. You have now the Emperor and Empress on your path. And this is what I'm saying. The universe is bringing you the Empress card. And what the general outcome is the Emperor. I think this is where it's a divine plan within your life. This is where your conviction of what you should be doing and how things should be done is really important. And I would stick to it and allow that passionate air energy come through that Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Look at that, you've got the Page and the Knight right there, and the Five of Swords. The strength in a way of a great warrior is, you know, when if you were to see a really, really big warrior and, you know, you're going to go, I'm not going to fight that person there because I won't live. They will win. And that means that person there who's all like that, they never have to fight. And that's what that's all about. Knowing your strength means you no longer have to fight for it. There you go. Three of Swords. This is it. I got a funny feeling that it's almost as if like there was something in the past that you almost had to stop, and you're convinced that kind of going, oh, that was, you know, such a shame. I had to stop doing that business or that project or that career path, and it caused you a lot of pain. But all of a sudden, it's coming back about that plant I was sort of saying there. With the Two of Swords, you get the Eight of Wands. I think this decision that you make is going to give you a real focal point. It's going to open up the communication, and it's going to give you a real focal point, which will come out in the next couple of weeks more than anything else. And making a decision is huge in the way of communication for the people that are around you. Let's just say, like, you were invited to a barbecue, and it could be like either with your friends or your family or group, you know, and you purposely turned around and said, no, I'm not coming. without giving, like a valid excuse saying I can't come because I'm getting my hair cut. It's going to speak volumes. And this is where, as I say, I think you're keeping something at arm's length, because I think you're concentrating on your financial side personally more than anything else. But you're keeping something at arm's length because it's like you feel like it's protection for you more than anything else. What's going on with the Page of Pentacles? Get the Knight of Wands. We got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. We got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This is that luck, that offering from the universe, which you can then grow into the future. But it's going to send you off on the passions, and the Knight of Wands. The Page is learning to be a knight, and I think you've learned that. And what the universe is sort of saying, now is the time to stand up and be the Knight of Wands. And I think that's tied a little bit into your financial side, because that's what you're protecting as a Knight of Wands, or, with your passions going on down that direction to be, the savior of the King and Queen of Wands. But here it's the passion, a savior of a love, I think, in life. I think that's what you're trying to sort of connect with someone, to save love. Not necessarily to save your love with someone, because it doesn't actually come out here at the moment, but it's more to do with love of, I say it doesn't come out here at the moment. Yeah, you were learning about your passions of your heart more than anything else. That's what you've been learning in the past. And I think now is to actually physically go ahead and put your passions, put your money where your mouth is, and start really speaking with your heart, I think, more than anything else. Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. That's that crowning glory that I saw on this side here, I think, more than anything else. Excuse me. Yes, this opportunity that's coming in the future is almost like your crowning glory, is that sort of aspect there where you're opening up because of a decision you've made, is just opening up a beautiful pathway. You've now got it. I'm sorry, that's 3 times in a row in your readings where you've got 3 aces off on the table on one side. And it's all to do with your heart, really. It's a real fresh start. And it could be a fresh start with someone you've already been with, or someone you are with, or, but it could be also someone that, that comes into your life like a knight in shining armor. What's this? That card just wants to come out. It was not the Queen of Swords about. No, there wasn't. With the Nine of Wands, you get the King of Swords. I think pushing the boundaries here and using them as, without any too many risks, will just show your wisdom in the moment. And knowing your wisdom in regards to who you are, your relationships, how your emotions work within you, will allow you to have those healthy boundaries without having to risk any emotional sort of input or impact in your life. But I think it's going to make you incredibly desirable because of that. It's almost as like, it's not like you're doing it on purpose. It's as if you're untouchable, And I think, when something's untouchable, it becomes very sort of rewarding, And with the on the financial side, now we get into the King of Wands, you get the 5 of Swords, which you had up here as well. And I think this is what you're trying to prove more than anything else. You're really taking a direction that sort of proves it to yourself that you were right. And, it's going to take away a lot of the people who were just causing angst for you in the past, stopping you from progressing, basically. With the Empress card, you can create what you like, but you can know it as well as I do, Capricorn. You've got to connect with other people that are around you in order for it to work. You can't do everything, although you would like to. You can't do everything on your own. Once you realize that, once you realize that you can actually use your strength and combine it with the strengths of others, because they have probably got strengths which are weaknesses within you. And once you realize that, that's when things can really start flowing in your direction. With the Page of Swords, sorry, converting those ideas into reality, you are being the best example of yourself. This has to do with that mission, of you going off on that mission and really being that person, or being the ultimate goal of who you should be. There is an offering coming in the future, because you've walked away from the doubters in your life, and you've stuck by your own conviction and really going for it, taking a direction that is all to do, going on that mission with that Knight of Swords. Look at that. With the Emperor card, you get the 9 of Wands. You've got 9 of Wands both out the top there. Very, very good to have a double 9 of Wands. It's very, very secure, allows you to explore and play with reality without taking too much in the way of risks, and really owning your future, owning your physical future with that Emperor card. And combining it with the Empress, it is a divine pathway, and this is where your conviction comes in. That you don't have a choice about this. There's no choice in this road. It's so obvious that this is what you should be doing, and you know it. That's the thing, and that's part of your strength. There you go, Capricorn. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel, that you show for YouTube, liking, subscribing, sharing, whatever. Absolutely lovely. I will either see you on Cymatic TV, our sister channel, all about energy, or we'll see you here, whichever way it is. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.